All right, my friends. So a lot of you have been asking, what is the deal behind these credit bureaus? Does the government own them? Are they private businesses? What is the history of this credit bureau thing? Why do they have so much control over our lives? Even who you want to date is affected by your credit score these days. So get ready and buckle up for what's going to be a very intriguing story about the credit bureaus and how they are changing our lives and what you need to know so that you dominate the credit bureaus and the opposite doesn't happen. All right, my friends. So let's get to work here. So we've got these credit bureaus. The three credit bureaus in the United States of America that damage or monitor or help you with your life are known as Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Now, there's also this little company called FICO, and FICO is actually in charge of giving you a credit score. So if we go back throughout the history, Experian was actually founded not that long ago in the 80s, and really the name Experian I think came in about 1995, and it's actually a division of an entity, a business out of the UK, and these guys are actually in Dublin, Ireland. And they were originally known as CCN Systems. Then in 1996, it became what we now know as Experian. And today, Experian is the largest of the three credit reporting agencies in the U.S. They've also got a presence in over 40 countries around the world. And they seem to be used by more lenders than Equifax and TransUnion. In fact, I would say maybe 50-60% of the time, most lenders do seem to default to Experian. And then other lenders who want to have maybe somewhat easier guidelines might use Equifax and TransUnion. So Experian is definitely the biggest of the credit bureaus. They're the most profitable in terms of credit bureaus in the United States, and they have a big impact. And so you've probably seen that advertisements online, like Experian has a lot of ads out there, right? They put out more content, and they have this new program where you can get a credit boost with your credit score, and you add in some of your utility companies or your rent that you're paying rent for your apartment, and this can have a somewhat beneficial upside to your credit, but ultimately not that much. But Experian is definitely the biggest. Now, the second biggest is actually going to be Equifax. And Equifax was founded a long time ago, actually in 1899, as a retail credit company. And they were primarily focused on providing credit information to the retail industry. And then in 1975, they changed their name, officially to Equifax and began expanding their services to other industries. And today, Equifax is the second largest of the credit reporting agencies in the U.S. They also have a very big international setup with hundreds of millions of credit profiles. They are definitely the biggest credit bureau in Canada, for example, and some of the other groups out there. Now, TransUnion is the third largest and was founded in 1968 as the Union Tank Car Company Credit Bureau. It was later named TransUnion Corporation, and in 1982 officially took on that name. Again, they are the third largest of the credit bureaus. They also are in 30 other countries across the world and whatnot. So what are these credit bureaus all about? Why do they even exist? Are they government-based? They are not government-based. They are not government entities. But like most things in our country, these credit bureaus have to abide behind the Fair Credit Reporting act that was passed several years ago. And this just means that the credit reporting has to be fair. It can't give some people, little benefits and not give benefits to other people. And so that's what the credit bureaus are about. The purpose of the credit bureaus and who actually pays them is not necessarily you and I, but it's actually lenders. Lenders are paying for every credit report so they can decide if they want to lend to you, me, or a business. And even when you're a business owner, your personal credit still is a very big piece of the puzzle in terms of a lender deciding whether they want to give you money. Now, the bottom line is this when it comes to credit bureaus is they all give you a credit score, but not themselves per se. Actually, the credit score comes from either FICO or Vantage. And so if you've ever been on Credit Karma and you're like, oh, I've got a 700 credit score with Credit Karma, and then you go and apply for that credit card and you get declined, you're like, what's the deal? Well, the problem is Vantage scoring models are not very accurate, and lenders, I don't know any lenders that actually use Vantage. They all seem to use FICO. FICO stands for Fair Isaac Corporation, which was founded in 1956 by Bill Fair and Earl Isaac. And the company's first product was a credit scoring system, which they developed using advanced mathematic algorithms. These were, mathematic genius type engineers. And today, FICO is without a doubt the most widely used of the credit scoring system in the U.S., and it is used by all three of the major credit reporting agencies. And so it's very, very important. And if you've never seen some of our credit secrets, we actually have a playlist on our YouTube channel which is called Credit Secrets, where we unpack how your credit score is calculated, what are some of the things you can do to maintain a really strong credit score. So if you haven't checked out the Credit Secrets playlist on our YouTube channel, you might want to check that out if you want to keep a high credit score. But the bottom line is, yes, these bureaus are private. They are for-profit companies. They're not even non-profits. They're certainly not owned or operated by the government, but they're definitely affected by laws that are out there. And the sooner you start to learn more about these credit bureaus, the sooner you're going to have more success in your life. Credit score affects everything. It affects your ability to buy a home. It affects your ability to buy a car. It affects your ability to get a student loan and pay for your college experience. So the sooner you get after your credit score, the better your life is going to be. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. If you're learning something and you can put this to work to have a better life or more success in your business, make sure you subscribe and share it with others. Credit Secrets, again, is what we continue to focus on so that you can win the life of money and credit.